Now, it's moved from Johannesburg to KZN, where the province's finance MECs, the province is spending billions on travel for government officials. Francois Rogers has retabled the province's budget on Thursday, with education, health and transport getting the lion's share of the funds, while grants have been reduced. Rogers argues that the province simply has no money and the way things are being done at the moment need to change. But some opposition parties have questioned his decisions on the budget allocations.
KwaZulu Natal opposition parties are not impressed with Francois Rogers, with the finance MEC receiving some backlash for his provincial budget. But Rogers is unfazed, pointing out that the province has no money and therefore further cuts will be necessary.
Most importantly is areas like travel. It's a huge expense to the province. That's travel by officials, travels by MECs. Those are one of the areas that we've got to start working on. The amount of officers that we have, exactly as I did. You know, there's no need for MECs to have 2 officers. When I took over my treasury, I discovered I've got 8 vehicles in my ministry. 8 vehicles with 1 MEC. That's just absolute wasteful expenditure. Those are the areas, these are the discussions that I'm having with the executive and with the Premier.
But his critics in the opposing benches say what was presented on Thursday is just a carbon copy of previous finance MEC Peggy Nkonyeni's budget. It's a point Rogers is happy to accept, saying he has to work with what he inherited from his predecessor.
Well, it is an ANC budget. I inherited it. It was done by my predecessor. I couldn't change the budget. But as I said earlier, what I can do, now that I'm MEC of Finance, is during the year where there are spending pressures, we can make adjustments to the budget. If we had to revise that budget, we would not be getting any money from the National Treasury, because we're already halfway through the 24-25 budget cycle. So for those politicians who want to be opportunist and say, you know, we've copied and pasted and it's plagiarism, I think they need to understand and come to grips with the legislative framework with which we do budgets.
Meanwhile, the DA in the province has urged residents to register to vote in next month's by-elections. The party is contesting in 6 wards in eThekwini, Umdoni and KwaDukuza. I'm Letty Wemdluli in Durban.